Boy, these iRacing iFlag cars are fast tonight.
You know, Todd, I guarantee you, Brown, Leonardi, Weaver, Capert, and Pena are all using them products on their sponsor tonight to give them the upper hand over the competition.
Well, how can I get fast like those guys?
Well, that's easy, Todd. You gotta head over to iRacingIFlag.com.
TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing out of turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up a turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And your source for esports racing is live. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Full Velocity Racing Network live tonight from the Lernerville Speedway, or today, I should say, Lernerville Speedway in Lernerville, Pennsylvania. It is Sunday afternoon. It means it is time for the AMSOIL High Noon Super Late Model Series brought to you by UDRA, and it comes to you live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Good afternoon, everybody. Phil Lacassiere, Jack Truan on the controls this afternoon. Phil and Jack Attack here for you for our Sundays. Going to say hey to our buddy Mr. Stanton out there, who is probably out there watching and listening through his phone because, well, as it's kind of feel like the norm here recently, we've got guys with more computer issues. So Todd not with us here today. So we've got Jack on the controls here. Thank God we got him back and running. This will be a really off-the-rails show, but glad to have you all aboard this afternoon. The Super Bowl Shootout 54, as Super Bowl 54 kicks off tonight about 6:30 Eastern Time, so we're glad you'll be here this afternoon and joining with us. What is going to be a very busy day as we have UDRA Super Late Model Series. Guys out here every Sunday, some of the best here. Let's take a look at our great sponsors here from this awesome league. And I'll, of course, thank AMSOIL, Cron Trucking, HRE Motorsports, of course, Karen's Hamburgers and Custard. God, that sounds awesome on a Sunday afternoon. I'll tell you what. Thank them a lot. Also going to thank Team Friday. And, of course, iRacingIFlag.com, our buddy Jeff Brown. All the great folks take care of bills over here. Going to thank, of course, our sponsors to start the afternoon. Let's thank the great folks at Team Hard Motorsports, iRacingIFlag.com. Jeff does so much, takes care of us. Going to make sure we shout him out a few times. Also going to thank Voiles Trucking, Brian and Kathy Voiles. Also have to thank J-Max Journeys. Check them out today at jmaxstrong.com. Also going to say hello and good afternoon to the gang at BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Still power our post-race show here this afternoon. Also going to thank Scott and the gang at the South Texas Speedway, Corpus Christi's Place to Race. Also Charlie Milner from Milner Media and Design. Guy does so much for us behind the scenes as far as graphic work and video work and whatnot. Can't do it without our buddy Tubbs. So thank you to Milner Media and Design. Sheffield Graphics, see something painted there. Mike Sheffield doing an awesome work out there. Check him out today on Facebook over at Sheffield Graphics, our official onboard sponsor. Trash Panda Graphics, they come to us this afternoon, as well as 3D Racing, the official team of the Full Velocity Racing Network. Got to thank the Pit Pass by Katie Dugas. Hope she's doing well. JP Designs, the Cyber Thunder Racing League, iRacing Dirt Painters, and of course TDR Racing League as the iRacing iFlag. Countdown to green clock is going to hit 0. That means it's time for qualifying. They get 2 laps around over 3 minutes, so we'll take you through the best we can as Cars and Stars here. This UDRA, a great car count this afternoon. I want to say probably, I think we're in excess of 30 plus cars in the pit area. So that's a hell of a crowd. We get a lot of the heavy hitters here. While we're out there in qualifying, let's take a second to update what their current top 5 of the point standings look like here. We got 3 races remaining. Take a peek at it. It's Blake Majulis who leads the way here this week in the point standings. Here, I did have them up on this screen. Where the heck did they go? Let's fix that real quick. There we go. Blake Majulis with 397 points, leading Alex Smulders. Alex has scored 361. Drew Hopkins finds himself third of the standings. The Phenom with 343. 307 points scored. Running fourth in the standings will be Austin Friedman. And running at the top 5 from 3D Racing, Cliff Driscoll with 304 points. So Blake Majulis with a pretty commanding points lead this afternoon. Picked up a couple of consecutive wins out here at the Lernerville Speedway for this weekly series we have done. It's been a lot of fun, and we saw, so confirm, I think I've seen Blake's car out there this afternoon, so I believe he's in the field as I'm clicking, and am I wrong? Maybe he isn't? All right, that could be a developing story this afternoon as I'm floating down my sheet. I do not see the name Blake Majulis, so I believe we may have missing the points leader this afternoon. That's kind of strange here for Sunday, but hey, we'll roll with it. We'll see if some guys can make up some ground, and I guess we'll potentially have a new winner here. So Blake not going to make it 3 in a row as he is not with us today, but we do have some ultra-fast names, as we always do on Sunday afternoon. The likes of Davin Cardwell. He currently is putting himself P1 on the qualifying board, a 15.479, 15.497. Our buddy Casey Brunson currently sitting in there second quick. Barrett Bishop with the number 926, the HRE Motorsports machine, 15.509. He's currently sitting in third. Ryan Underwood, the young sensation out of car number 1 this afternoon, 15.535 for Ryan. And now as we shuffle it up in the top 5, find another name, Shane James from Team Fridays and HRE. He clocks in 15.503. That'll put him to P3. So Davin Cardwell, Casey Brunson, Shane James, Barrett Bishop, and Drew Hopkins currently sit in our Fast 5 as we look back now to 6th. As find Howard Weaver in the field this afternoon. Ryan Underwood now has fallen back to 7th. Cliff Driscoll off the time of a 15.538 currently puts him 8th quick. 9th will be Justin Norwood. He's out there in car number 4 at 15.545, 15.568 for number 42 of Jordan Casey, who currently locks himself now into the top 10. Is wait and see if any of these names change as we clicked out about last 5 or 10 seconds in qualifying. So we'll see if there's anything left out there to get. We'll see if anybody jumps toward the middle of the board here through the top 10. It looks like all may be pretty quiet as the countdown to green clock hits 0. Qualifying is complete. Today's quick time will go to a driver that says 26 on my screen, but I'm going to assume it's probably a number 7 on the side of that car, 07. That will take us to heat race number 1 this afternoon, presented by Voiles Trucking. Let's give you our starting lineup to kick off this great afternoon. Heat races are going to be 10 laps around per weekly here at the Lernerville Speedway with the High Noon Ultra Dirt Series. And we've got, let's see, 3 heat races this afternoon, so this will be a lot of fun. Let's jump right to it. 10-car schedule for the first one. On the pole with that quick time will be Davin Cardwell, and alongside of Davin on the number 926, that'll be Barrett Bishop. Row number 2, we find Ryan Underwood. It says number 1. I'm going to guess it's probably going to be 46 out there. Just a guess on my part with car number 42 or 22. Jordan Casey on the outside of row number 2. In row number 3, the number 42 of Virgil Graham will roll off 5th, and alongside of him with car number 14, that'll be Jimmy Emery. Preston Ledford will start 7th. He is in car number 07 with the number 17 of Jason Rayner. We're going to roll off on the outside of row number 8. And then in our 5th and final row, the 11 of Blake Bailey. He is flanked by our buddy from 3D Racing with car number 08, Calvin Herring. He'll roll off from the top 10 positioning there. 10 cars out there, the top 4. Top 4. That's a big number here at Lernerville. Top 4 will go on automatically into the main event. The rest of the group, they will jump into consolation rounds that'll follow us here in qualifying. So a lot of racing left to get to. I'm hoping my voice will hold up all day because, tell you what, I definitely miss my partner in crime here when we come over here on Sunday afternoon. I know I put him through the paces a couple of times of doing these shows by himself, and they're a lot of fun, but they're pretty hectic as guys. Like I know my buddy Robbie Buckner from Backwards Hat out there checking in. He knows all too well what those kind of long jaunts by yourself feel like. Just ahead of Andrew, he's out there as usual. Our buddy Tubbs out there. See Brandon Iao out there, guys. Hello, good afternoon. Hope everybody is doing well as we settle in on your source for esports racing this afternoon, the Full Velocity Racing Network, where not only live on Facebook, we're also live over on Twitch and also on YouTube as well. Didn't pre-make a YouTube link, but one is out there and live. See a couple of people over there watching there, so you want to check into a full 1080 high-def look, you can click over and watch it on YouTube or however you may be. Glad you're with us here this afternoon, and what do you say? Let's go ready to rock and roll. We'll do some racing. As you got Racing Eye flag, green flag going up in the air, and right away, our pole sitter this afternoon, Davin Cardwell, going to lead the 07 with his Hungry group. Down with turns number 1 and 2. He'll take 2 car lengths right away. Ryan Underwood to the inside. Here comes the Jordan Casey, number 42. He'll shoot through the middle. You've got the number 9 of Barrett Bishop up high as we exit turn number 4. It's going to be Davin Cardwell, a guy who's out front. And I'll tell you what, Davin's a guy, you give him the lead, he's hard to beat. I believe it was Davin that won the big Wicked Cushion race we saw yesterday afternoon there on the iRacing Dirt World. I believe he was a winner. It was either him or Hayden. Another Cardwell had a really good afternoon. I believe it was Davin out there taking down the win, but he'll lead the way. Barrett Bishop in for 2. Good race going on back here for 3rd. Jordan Casey's number 42 to the inside. Barrett Bishop will swing it over through turns number 3 and 4. Love the Lernerville Speedway. No walls. That's great. If we're not going to, we're going to wall ride, get rid of them, take the Ute tires away. Let them figure out who can run the cushion up there. No walls. Love this racetrack so far and away. I was so happy when they created it here for iRacing and got it out there. And this place is just awesome to watch a race as we have a battle now for the race lead off turn number 2. Barrett Bishop has run down the back of the 07 and Davin Cardwell. We're already to turns number 3 and 4. We're going to be halfway home in heat race number 1. Cardwell leading over Bishop. The race is back here for P3, and that is a good one between Jordan Casey and Ryan Underwood. Jimmy Emery is back there. Virgil Graham's number 42 on the outside looking in. Is only top 4 going to the A main. So you want to get out of these, heats early on. If you can punch your place in the top 4, you got to get it done. You got to go after early. You got to go hard, and that's what they're doing right now. And Davin Cardwell leading Barrett Bishop down the back chute. Jordan Casey, it looks like, sitting now comfortably in the 3rd spot. Ryan Underwood is kind of fallen off of him a little bit. He may fall back to the clutches of Jimmy Emery in the 14. As we roll single file through turns number 1 and 2. This racetrack will go through many changes, as we all know, over the course of this good racing action this afternoon as we roll off turn number 4. 2 to go already on the field for the driver of the 07. Davin Cardwell will lead the way around this 4/10 mile. Does not take long at all, as you can see last time by, 15:61 for the race leader as he's zooming around this track out for turn number 4. Starter already, white flag in hand. He's got to unfurl. Let's put it over the speedway. One more trip around for the driver of car number 07, Davin Cardwell, with a good little lead between himself and Barrett Bishop. He'll head to the 3rd turn for the final time, and he'll be graced by the checkered flag. Bishop going to take a shot down low. Got to come up short. Davin Cardwell will pick up the win over Barrett Bishop. Jordan Casey, Ryan Underwood will hold on for that 4th and final transfer spot. Jimmy Emery, Virgil Graham, Jason Renard, Calvin Herring amongst the group are going to go off into our last chance qualifiers this afternoon as we get ready to rock and roll heat race number 2. Once again, guys, you're watching a Full Velocity Racing Network. If you have not already figured it out, welcome aboard the Phil and Jack Attack out here for a Sunday afternoon. And I'm going to tell you, man, this is pretty awesome to see all you guys out there watching this afternoon. Say, Jake Lassiter, bud. Good to see Jake out there watching. Awesome to see all the fellows come out here and just support this afternoon. Hope you're going to have a great time, as we certainly are. How about some stars donations out there through Facebook Live, gang? We've gone out there every day parading for stars. Had a big lofty goal they set us for January. I can't tell you if we hit it or not, but I'll tell you what. I know the big goal is going to come out for February. I'm sure Todd got that either yesterday or he'll get it today, and we'll tell you what the goal is. But you help us out, get February started in a big way with some stars thrown our way as we take a look at our Voiles Trucking starting lineup for heat race number 2. And on the pole with car number 10, we find our buddy Casey Brunson. Alongside of him in the 157, the Phenom Drew Hopkins on the outside of run number 1 from Team HRE. Run number 2 from 3D Racing, we find the driver of car number 63. That is Cliff Driscoll, comes in this afternoon 5th in the standings, got a lot to gain. And alongside of him in the iRacing I flag, car number 74, that'll be Blake Brown on the outside of row number 2. In row number 3, the number 68, that is Darren Litterall. And alongside of Darren with car number 91, we find Tyson Pankow. In row number 4, the 56 is Brad Dyer, the number 09 of Jaron Hazen. On the outside of row number 4 and going shotgun on a 9-car field will be car number 30. That is Casey McAllister. Casey, a late entry into the series. It is always good to have some new names, some new blood to come in and race around, and that's exactly what we got with Mr. McAllister aboard car number 30. So 9 drivers at the ready. It's not out there, so it looks like only 8 on a grid. So got a guy sign up late, missed a little bit of practice. We'll see if he comes in for the Consi. We'll have to wait and see as we got 10 laps to do it. Top 4 will roll on to the main event. So what do you say? We race on as we head into turns number 3 and 4 with that iRacing.com Chevrolet Silverado safety truck will pull on into the infield, and that'll turn the field over to the starter. He'll look over Casey Brunson. Green flag up in the air. Casey lambs out loud, pedal down, and he'll lead the group, including Drew Hopkins, now over in turn number 1 and 2 as we'll go almost 2 and 3 wide over there already as Cliff Driscoll got a little bit loose to the low side. Tyson Pankow there at 91. He'll look to pounce as well, but off turn number 4. Race leader going to be our pole sitter, car number 10, Casey Brunson. Blake Brown now up to second with Driscoll and Pankow. Issues on the opening laps here for nobody. That was our lineup fill. Get it straight. I thought Blake Brown may have started 4th, though he started outside pole. So let's go to it. Let's chase Casey Brunson down at turn number 1 and 2. Blake going to ride in there for the 2nd spot. Driscoll back there in 3rd. About 2 car lengths as things are happening quickly here at Lernerville, as we always expect, as we're in 3 and 4, and 1 car running extremely up high, 1 car running through the middle lane. You got Driscoll 63 running down low, so we'll see how this racetrack kind of transitions over the course of this afternoon. We're racing for the transfer spot. I saw a race going on for 4th. Tyson Pankow and Jared Hazen. So our buddy from Backwards Hat that Robbie knows really well out there, J-Ron, doing a really good job putting the 9 car now up into the top 4, and he is digging, looking for room around that number 91 of Tyson Pankow as he's fallen off there through 1 and 2. 91 car back away. The X91 team doing really well this afternoon there with Mr. Tyson running in position number 4. Kenny, hold on. We're almost halfway home, already halfway home. 5 in the books, 5 to go. The race leader up front, car number 10, Casey Brunson, a guy who we said has been on fire. Can he start February the way he has run through January with multiple wins here on the network? Brown in for 2nd. Driscoll in that battle for 4th between Pankow and Jared Hazen. We got Brad Dyer back there. Casey McAllister did grid with the number 30 car, and Darren Litterall rounding out our 9-car field. So I thought Darren may be a guy that maybe makes some waves here as far as a transfer spot goes. 68 a little bit off this week, and we'll see what will happen, but we are already 8 laps in the books, so this time through turns number 3 and 4. Starter going to put that 2 sticks down, 2 more trips around the 410 mile for the race leader, car number 10, Casey Brunson, sitting top of the podium right now over Blake Brown, Cliff Driscoll. And then we look back here for this good racing going on for 4th. Tyson Pankow is holding on. Looks like it's McAllister's number 30 who has worked his way now up to 5th. He's got his way around Hazen back there, so maybe a new player there for position number 4 with Casey McAllister running out of time as we got white flag on the speedway. 1 more trip around, and Casey Brunson, the leader, he is already down in turns number 3 and 4, exiting the corner as we speak. The checkers go in the air. Casey Brunson will win heat race number 2. Second will go to Blake Brown, Cliff Driscoll for third, and it's Casey McAllister with a last lap pass underneath Tyson Pankow. Put the 30 car to the main event. Pankow, Dyer, Litterall, Hazen. Those drivers will go off into our consolation rounds that'll follow us after heat race number 3 that is coming its way out onto the racing surface as we speak. And once again, gang, great afternoon to come out here and play with you guys. The chat box is alive. I love seeing that. I see Nick Haynes out there. Great to see Nick to come out and watch. Welcome aboard, bud. If your first time of just names I sometimes don't see, is I usually have a lot going on, action happening fast, and it always does. So you guys out there watching through Facebook Live or YouTube or Twitch TV, wherever you love your full velocity, well, we love you guys right back. Glad to have you aboard this afternoon. Let's take a look at our Voyos Trucking rolling away on the grid here for heat race number 3 on the pole with car number 3 from HRE and Team Fridays. That brings us Shane James, and alongside the ambassador of Weaver Nation aboard car number 07, iRacingIFlag.com machine, and of course is Howard Weaver. Row number 2, car number 4 rolling off. That'll be Justin Norwood with car number 211. Guy who has a lot to gain this week. Second in the standings, we find Alex Smolders. He's on the outside of row number 2. In the third row with car number 18. That is Bryson Dafford with car number 13 alongside a Rockstar DJK. DJ Kilinowski rolling off on the outside of that third row, starting in position number 6. Starting 7th here for heat race 3 aboard car number 017. Justin Sick iRacing Photos bringing us Justin Sick. Alongside of Justin in car number 23, we find Jason McSparron. He will roll off from the 8th starting position and scheduled to roll off 9th, and I believe he took the grid with us really late to the going, right in the tail end of practice. Car number 28. Jay Place will start 9th this afternoon, so it looks like we have, 10 plus 9 plus 9? Well, that's 28 cars, so it's a solid afternoon of racing here at the Lernerville Speedway, and are super happy you guys have chose to come out and play around and hang out and be a part of what I've once called the ultimate esport experience. Now we go by the moniker of your source for esports racing, whatever you may be. Nobody does it better than the gang here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. We're happy to have you with us as we go back under the iRacingIFlag.com green flag, and Shane James stops at that loud pedal and will lead the field now for the first time off turn number 2, and looks like he'll take a lead by a good clip. Howard Weaver there was on the outside pole. Hill's going to lose second to the number 4 car, and Norwood down low. Weaver will fight back up high. We're almost 3 wide off the corner because we got Bryce Stafford in that number 18 car. Bryson look for room down low. 3 wide off at 2. This is pretty good. Norwood in the middle there in that red and white number 4. He may get squeezed out of a sandwich for the time being as we exit the 4th turn. Great drive for Bryson Stafford aboard car number 18 as he's already knocked his way up into that 2nd spot. 3 wide battle going on for 3rd. Weaver running the outside lane, running the cushion. Alex Smolders. Now that's a guy to watch this afternoon off of consecutive podium finishes here. I believe it was 2nd place runs here the last 2 or 3 weeks out for the 211. Puts him at number 2 in the point standings with Blake Majulis not being here this afternoon. That may be a coon to get him up to the top, so we'll have to wait and see. We had a lot of racing left to go, but we're getting to it as we get a race for the lead between Dafford and Shane James. That 18 car is on a rail. He's got it rolling early down low. Shane will fight back off of turn number 2 as we go to dead heat down the back chute. 18 going to pitch out ahead just a little bit off the corner as we got a drag race till the start finish line. Cross flags go down. 5 in the books. 5 more trips around this 4/10 mile, and you guys can see it out there with laps of under 16 seconds. Last time by race leader a 15:84. And that'll be Bryson Dafford, who will now take 2 car lengths the advantage between himself and the number 3 car of Shane James. Top 2 have run away from this battle for 3rd on back. Justin Norwood running in 3rd. Alex Smolders now running in position number 4, and looks like comfortably in that final transfer. Guys like Jay Place, Justin Sick, Jay McSparron. Whatever has happened to Howard Weaver? He's having a struggle this afternoon. DJ Kilinowski looks like he may have missed the grid altogether as the 13 car. Now running 4 laps down. May have had an issue in the opening laps that put him behind to this one. So Rockstar DJK will have to come out through our consolation rounds and follow us in just a couple quick circuits away because we got 2 to go already for car number 18, Bryson Dafford, who was just laying it to him in heat race number 3. Came from where he started. He started like 3rd or 5th. Let me find out again where he was. Started 5th, so he had to pass a couple of cars right away, made some work of it, and now he is already under the white flag. 1 more trip around for the driver of car number 18. C is down the back chute with 5 to 6 car lengths to spare. No pressure from behind. Bryson Daffern will pick up the win in heat race number 3. Second goes to Shane James. Justin Norwood for third. Alex Smolders will be fourth. Jay Place, Justin Sick, Howard Weaver, Jason McSparrett, and DJ Kilinowski will be the drivers going off into the consolation rounds. Well, the question I have this week, is it 1? Is it 2? I think we're going 2. As everything starts to kind of click over, it's going to say the C main, but it's going to absolutely act like it's consolation race number 1. So let's take a look-see here. For a Voiles Trucking starting lineup with on the pole, between car number 14, we find Jimmy Emery, and alongside Jim, along with the car number 28, Jay Place will start on the outside of the front row. Run number 2 with the number 56 of Brad Dyer. The number 17 of Jason Moran will start on the outside of that second row. Howard Weaver rolls off 5th in the 07, flanked by the 09 of Jaron Hazen on the outside of that third row. In our 4th and final row, Preston Ledford with car number 07. I think it's a 7 on the side of that car. I have to take a look at Preston's car and see. And DJ Kilinowski starts shotgun on an 8-car field. The B mains go 12 laps in distance. We're only the we got top 6 into the main event. So 6 out of the 8. That's pretty good odds there, but we'll send 2 home. And with a good group of drivers we have here this afternoon, I hate to see the 2 we're going to see, because definitely going to be quality. Hate to see quality drivers go home, but that shows you the absolute monster we have over here with the UDRA, this high noon AMSOIL Super Late Model Series. Been run weekly here at the Lernerville Speedway, so good times to be had. As weekends, and Jack's telling me there's only 7 out there, so I'm not sure. So, okay, Preston Ledford looks like not going to answer the call, so okay. Takes the drama down a little bit. Now it's going to be 1 is the loneliest number that you ever do see, because 1 car will come out of this B main and he will go home. So I guess they say, well, it's too bad, or it sucks to suck, but these guys don't suck. They're doing better than I can certainly do. Sure, you guys out there watching here this afternoon could probably give me a better job than I'm doing as well. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. I've been monitoring the chat box there as DJ went on a boat ride. Yeah, I think he was kind of off keel right there. Doug Silverdale from 3D out there this afternoon. Doug, hope all is well, brother. Thank you for checking in. Great to have you out there giving us some knowledge and just reading along as chat's moving quickly on me. And Team 3D, good luck, Justin Sick and to Norwood. Some more 3D drivers, things I got to put in my back pocket. And remember, I lean on you guys heavy to give me all the knowledge out there. Who's on what teams? There's so much team hopping. I feel like it happens in the iRacing dirt. So sometimes it's hard to keep up on them all. We do the best we can. Let's go green flag racing here in B main. Number 1 is already down the back straightaway into turn number 3. And Jimmy Emery stamps on that loud pedal down. He'll lead the field here for lap number 1. 12 laps around, so it may not be the absolute is dead sprint we saw in the qualifying, but I'll tell you what, they're certainly getting at it. Hazen with that 9 car, he has that thing rolling up high, and he is making it work. He's put himself up to the top 4 already off of turn number 4 as they fan him out high and wide. Jimmy Emery doing a hell of a job right now with a 2 or 3 car length lead on the J Place number. Was that 16 on the side of that machine? Trying to add up what my eyes see to what my game says here. 16 of Jay Place. Jaron Hazen out the 3rd. Jason Renard, the number 17. He currently runs 4th. Brad Dyer has dropped back to 5th. The drama surrounds this 6th and final transfer where there's 2 really good shoes over there. Howard Weaver's back there. Rockstar DJ K. DJ Kilinowski back there as well. So can you imagine a race where DJ Kilinowski's on the outside looking into a transfer? That's hard to fathom sometimes, but right now, he's that unlucky driver running in 7th. We're in turn number 3 and 4. Weaver has made his way around the 1 car of Renard over in turns number 1 and 2. So Weaver now giving himself a little bit of breathing room running in number 5. But let's look at race leader. Car number 14, Jimmy Emery leads by, looks like about 4/10 of a second. The last lap around. Let's see where the animal sits here back at the start-finish line as we complete lap number 6 halfway home. In B-Nay number 1, it's grown to just under 5/10 of a second, 0.483 between himself and Jay Place, Jaron Hazen, Brad Dyer, Howard Weaver, and then we got Jason Renard, the number 6 car, 17 car, I think a 17 or a 1. Tough to put my eyes up on the screen and see that one, but he runs 6th, and he's got a mirror full. Do they got mirrors and dirt cars? I don't know. Rockstar DJK. Team HRE number 13 down to the low side, racing positioning to get himself into the show. And He is running out of time as he is down low. What's covered with all this dramalaise, certainly, because there's no racing going on up front to speak of. So let's look at the transfer spot as we work our way down the back straightaway. We'll complete lap number 9, and it's Kilinowski versus Renard right now. One of those two drivers is going to be the unlucky one to take the trip home early on this afternoon for the Lernerville Speedway. DJ, we're going to sling it low this time through turns number 1 and 2, and his cart is not hooking up for him. Not sure what's going on there for the driver, that number 13. Renard doing a great job in front of them. You see Brad Dyer, Howard Weaver there up ahead as them guys race pretty good for positions number 4 and 5. But as we work off the exit of turn number 3 and 4, this time the white flag will go up into the air. One more trip around the 4/10 mile Lernerville Speedway for the driver of car number 14. Jim Emery will expand it on the flood. He expanded it. It's down about 0.3 of a second. So the 16 of places there. Let's go over to 3 and 4. We got a race going on. Place to the outside lane as we work through 3 and 4. It looks like Emery going to pick up the win. It wasn't as far away as I thought it might be. Place was right there poking. 0.104, the interval there over Jay Place for second. Is my telemetry bounces around as this thing changes. Third will go to Jaron Hazen. Howard Weaver will get fourth. Brad Dyer and Jason Renard will guarantee themselves in the main event. DJ Kilinowski, it looks like, going home early this afternoon. That's weird to do. We'll send more home as we have B main number 2 is beginning to assemble and hasn't started to start rolling yet. So let's see what our Voiles Trucking starting lineup is for B main number 2 on the pole from X91 Motorsports between car number 91. That is Tyson Pankow, and alongside of Tyson with car number 42. That'll be Virgil Graham. 3D Racing bringing us car number 017. Justin Sick rolling off third with car number 68 of Darren Litterall onto the outside of row number 2. Third row, the 08, 3D Racing's Calvin Herring rolling off fifth, I should say, with car number 23 of Jason McSparron. He is on the outside of row number 3. The Phenom, Drew Hopkins, he struggled in his heat. And the number 157 roll off in position number 7, and he is flanked by, thought I had flanked one more. Where did my lineup go? Live TV, folks. Things certainly happen. I know I've done it on cameras. It's Blake Bailey with car number 11. Blake Bailey will start 8th and final this afternoon, so we think we have all 8 out there. Certainly we will put 2 home in the main event, so 6 out of 8 will transfer in. Who are they going to be? I guess we're about to find out here live at the Lernerville Speedway on the Full Velocity Racing Network. If you guys want to check out everything we got going on, the website here during the quick break here coming up, fullvelocitytv.com. Find out all the great event schedules. February is going to be jam-packed as we go under the iRacingIFlag.com green flag. So many big events coming up here in the next couple of weeks here in January to come. Big Saturday shows coming up, big sprint car races, big everything. Going to be a large month for us here at the network. We are going to be certainly busy and wouldn't have it any other way this time of year as racing season comes to like basically a full fruition. Dirt car stuff at Volusia starting to kick off. The workings around the new Smyrna Speedway starting to get loud. Daytona, of course, with Speed Weeks down there. If it can go racing, it's time to do it, and we're doing it here this afternoon with the UDRA here live at the Lernerville Speedway. Already 2 laps complete in B main number 2. Tyson Pankow leading over Virgil Graham. Justin Sick, and now we find this battle going on for P4. Let's pick up Darren Litterall, the number 68. Calvin Herring, 08 behind him, and those guys got little battle of there. Calvin got a race with Justin Sick in the 017, so that's 4th, 5th, and we got Drew Hopkins back here in 6th as well. Drew has raced his way to a transfer spot. McSparron's number 23, and Blake Bailey in the 11 right now look to be the 2 drivers that may be in a little bit of trouble as now McSparron and Sick begin to sling some mud back there for that final transfer spot. 23 down low, 17 to Sick. He'll run up high, and pretty good little move right there as 2 lanes of the racing surface certainly working. That car on the outside looking in, running up high. It looks like it's a 11 car of Blake Bailey just trying to find grip on the high lane, and his hopes may be fading as we're going to be halfway home this time. 6 in the books, 6 laps remaining in the last chance to qualify for our 54-lap main event that'll find us here on the other side of B main number 2 in the race leader, as he's done all 6 or 7 laps. So now a change as we got Virgil Graham around Tyson Pankow for the race lead. Darren Litterall now up to 3rd. So Let's follow the racing action, Phil, as instead of talking about the stories going on around. Virgil Graham's 42. Well, he's got to the lead. He is pulled away by, a big gap, about 6 or 7 car lengths between himself. And you look behind and you find that white car, number 91 of Tyson Pankow, running in second. So Virgil Graham, that's another guy, super heavyweight in these super late models. That guy knows his way around to wheel, and he's got this thing paced over in 3 and 4, slides it through the bottom, lets it drift through the middle, looks beautifully there. Is he going to have, let's see what the interval at the line between himself and Tyson Pankow. Let's hit it. 0.95, so almost a full second between the 42 and the 91. Darren Litterall running in third. Drew Hopkins on the back of the field. He is now up to fourth. The Phenom has found some speed here late in the B main. Put him to fourth. Calvin Herring running fifth. Blake Bailey has put the 11 car into the transfer spot. Justin Sick, Jay McSparron. Those drivers may be the two that may be in trouble as we can just take a glance over in 3 and 4. And Blake Bailey's at clean racetrack around, so he may be kind of comfortable here as we got 2 laps remaining in B main number 2. And now white flag in the air. White flag, it's working really quick as Virgil Graham lapping this place. Last time by 16:33 into turns number 3 and 4. The final time here this afternoon, B main number 2 goes to Virgil Graham with the 42. He'll take down the win. Second place goes to Tyson Pankow. Darren Litterall third. Drew Hopkins for fourth. Calvin Herring. Blake Bailey. They find the transfers. Justin Sick and Jason McSparron. Those 2 drivers look like they'll be exiting stage left if this thing's telling me the truth with the top 6 of the main event. So that's all done. Qualifying is done. Heats are done. Last chance qualifiers are done. That means only one more place left to go, and that is feature racing. So before we get there, let's take a minute. Let's pause on this awesome Sunday afternoon on Super Bowl Sunday. I'm going to tell you what, the national anthem tonight, it's not going to get any better than this one. Going to thank Kevin Dedman and Dodi Grassol this afternoon's playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, got to thank once again Kevin Dedman, Dirty Grass Soul, with the playing of our national anthem. Thank Charlie Milner for putting that video together for us. Awesome, awesome job to all hands there for that. And we certainly appreciate it for the Full Velocity Racing Network as we get ready to lock and load UDRA Amsoil High Noon Super Late Model Series, the Super Bowl Shootout 54, as we get Super Bowl 54 kicked off this evening. And let's take a look here at our Voiles Trucking starting lineup this afternoon on the pole. With car number 7, that'll be Devin Cardwell, to his outside with car number 10. That'll be Casey Brunson. Row number 2, and I'll tell you what, a guy who opened my eyes in heat race number 3 is a driver of car number 18. That is Bryson Dafford, and alongside of him with car number 926, that'll be Barrett Bishop in third row. The number 74 is Blake Brown with the number 3 car of Team Fridays. That'll be Shane James. On the outside of that third row, row 4, the number 42 of Jordan Casey. With the number 63 from Team 3D Racing, that is Cliff Driscoll. Car number 4, also from 3D, that'll be Justin Norwood. He rolls off in 9th. With number 46 of Ryan Underwood, he rolls off 10th this afternoon. Inside of row number 6, a guy who stands to gain a whole lot. Second in our Trash Panda Graphics point standings this afternoon, the driver of a 211. That is Alex Smolders, and alongside of Alex with car number 30, that is Casey McAllister. Jimmy Emery will roll off 13th this afternoon. He is in car number 14 with Virgil Graham's number 42 on the outside of row number 7. In row 8 with the number 16, we find Jay Place. Next door to Jay with car number 91, we find Tyson Pankow. Jaron Hazen with car number 9 will roll off this afternoon for position number 17 with Darren Litterall's number 68. He will start position number 18, 19th starter. The ambassador of Weaver Nation with car number 07, we find Howard Weaver. With the Phenom, Drew Hopkins in car number 157. He rolls off position number 20. 21st, the number 56 is Brad Dyer. And then from 3D with car number 08, we find Calvin Herring in our final row this afternoon of 24 with car number 17, Jason Renard. And car number 11 of Blake Bailey, 24 of the very best of the super late model division. They are under the iRacingGuyFlag.com green flag, 54 laps around. It is Davin Cardwell and Casey Brunson will lead them off of turn number 2, and Davin already has shot himself away to a pretty good advantage, being that control car. And right away, that 7 goes up to the high lane. Brunson will follow him up high. Let's keep an eye on that number 18 of Bryson Dafford as he rolls up high there for 3 and 4 under attack from Barrett Bishop. Barrett slides up the hill as one car almost got really off the hill over there. That's not a good thing to do early. 54 laps is pretty much a pretty good sprint around here. We're all green and clean so far. Jordan Casey in number 42, he slipped up a bit. He's lost spots to the number 74 of Blake Brown. I thought he lost a spot there, but that's good racing in 3 and 4 as 74 slides up the hill. 42 and Jordan Hill look down low. T1RT bring us at number 42. Good to see those guys with us here once again this afternoon. And then you look right behind Shane James of Team Fridays. Number 3 is It's Happening Fast and Furious. And we have Hard Ass Racing. And that brings us our Team Hard Motorsports yellow flag number 1. Yellow, yellow, yellow comes out right away here. Lap number 4 of a 54 lap main event. So we slow it on down. Let's get the pace truck out there and I wonder if he's going to be drunk like last week and ramp everybody and run over cars and whatnot. If you guys were here last week, that was hilarious. But looks like this one may have included the number 16 of Jay Place going around. And I'm not sure if there was help from the 14 of Jimmy Emery. I believe Darren Litterall may have got a piece of this as well as Jack will take a look. Barrett Bishop also had a fray in this one. I think he may have went off track and that could have started the whole situation over there. He was on the outside of that second row. Now the 9 car scored 20th last time by, so Jack will take a look-see and figure out, he's already got it displayed up there, so let's take a look back with and try to figure out what we can decipher. Looks like yeah, Barrett was up off the groove and let's see, looks like we got a little bit of a mess over there. Oh, 221 of Alex Smoller is getting involved. The 4 of Justin Norwood starts with the early contact. So, oof. There's a couple of guys up in the point standings involved this afternoon. Not the way they want to start, but there's still a lot of racing left remaining. Here is 54 laps around the Super Bowl Shootout this afternoon here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Casey Brunson scored the race the last time by. I'm not sure how accurate that could be. I believe Davin Cardwell was the leader. Though it looks like Davin went off track, so it is Casey Brunson, Bryson Dafford. They'll lead us to the iRacingIFlag.com green flag. Casey now going to jump on that throttle pedal down to turn number 1 and 2, and Davin already with the inside lane there. He's going to try to make his work to the bottom. Here comes Dafford as that 07 car got a little bit squirrely off at 2. Dafford to the bottom. Let's throw some sliders. What do you say? Let's get sliders rolling this afternoon. Is Dafford versus Cardwell. Casey's up there. Casey at Jordan Casey's number 42 is. We're going to solve that already. Team Hard Motorsports yellow flag number 2. Second yellow of the afternoon. So let's take a J-Max Journeys, J-Max Strong, Full Velocity Racing Network look at another instant replay brought to you by Jack down there this afternoon. And Tyson Pancow's 91 involved. What about the 30 car? I thought I saw a 30 kind of coming back on the track. Not sure if there's anything to show there. All right, 30 and McAllister. Litterall's involved over there. Barrett Bishop once again, the number 9 car. He's got a piece of it, so they're bouncing off each other in a big way. We've got 2 early yellow flags for the first 10 laps. Well, certainly not what we've got used to over here at UDRA on a Sunday afternoon. So, you know what I'm going to do under yellow? I'm going to take a sip of the soda. We're going to relax there for a second. We'll come back with a live call on your source for esports racing. All right, let's get ready for the restart here at the Lernerville Speedway. Casey Brunson going to lead over Bryson Dafford, Davin Cardwell, Jordan Casey, Ryan Underwood, Shane James on top 3 rows. Let's go back under some green flag action as we begin lap number 13 to a 54-lap main event. We're already stacking up here at turns number 1 and 2. Oh, a lot of us a stack up. They got on each other. They leaned on each other. They kept it straight, and somehow, let's go 3 deep over to 3 and 4 is, that's almost 4 deep off the corner. Holy smokes. Right through the middle goes Bryson Dafford. Jordan Casey stuck up high. Davin Cardwell to the middle as we go back at it. I'm going to let the pictures tell all the stories here. They are slinging dirt here. They are throwing mud. They are throwing haymakers, and a lot of fun to watch. These are some of the best on display this afternoon, doing it as clean as could be. And, look at Blake Brown off of 2. He got almost completely around. We saw Shane James go around. Was back there following a 3 car. I believe Ryan Underwood was back there as well. Virgil Graham in the number 42. Virgil, a guy coming from the B main. I'm expecting him to have a big run from 14th up to 8th. Drew Hopkins, he started 20th in the feature. And already early on here for these 2 yellow flags, Drew Hopkins from 20th into 9th. Can the Phenom continue to click off spots as we go back up front, take a look-see at the race leader, Casey Brunson, who was out to a 2.5 lead between himself and now Jordan Casey running in 2nd. Ryan Underwood in the 46 car. He's currently running in 3rd. Davin Cardwell scored 4th as we're going to slow it down again. These cars are driving as hard and heavy and hard-ass racing, bringing us Team Hard Motorsports yellow flag number 3. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Once again, 18 laps on the board. And as we've done here early on through the first 18 plus, let's take a look at our 3rd full velocity instant replay brought to you by J-Max Journeys. Check them out today over at jmaxstrong.com. And somebody is stopped on the track. And I think that was a white car. It was a 42 of Jordan Casey. Jordan Casey went off the track and almost like he come to a stop. And, yeah, I think that's exactly what happened to put us on the yellow flag. So that's the 4th one of the afternoon, and we keep it this pacing. But I'm going to tell the guys, I don't want to I-pace. I want to I-race. Let's see a good green flag run. Who is with me on that one? I know we got a hungry group out there and a cool group watching this afternoon through Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch TV. I see Lori's out there watching. Lori, thanks for tuning in. Darren Belt's out there as well. Darren Bell, thank you for checking in. Sharon, all the 3D's got a lot of love out there this afternoon. And why the heck not? They're great guys. They're the official team here of the Full Velocity Racing Network, 3D Racing. Ray Riggleman also checking in, as well as anyone else stream glitching. No, it looks great on my end. I'm watching the stream over here via 2 streams. I got Facebook up, YouTube up, nothing even going blip on my end at all. So looks good. If anybody else sees a stutter that I may be not seeing, let us know. Could be something here as we got Jack's new PC. It's been the first time he's been able to do a super late model race here in quite a while. So maybe some stuff we got left to dial in with that PC. We'll get it all sorted out as we go back to Green Flag Racing. Casey Brunson was the race leader. How did Casey McAllister get scored the lead? Is that correct? We'll have to wait and see. Is one car off track over at turn number 2, and I believe that was the 30. So that may have been a scoring issue over there. As Brunson leads Cardwell, Ryan Underwood, Bryson Dafford, Shane James out for the top 3 as it's happening quick this afternoon. So much going on, only one set of quarter working eyes can't cover it all, and we'll do the best we can. Jack's got cameras. He'll look at what I don't see. I think even Robbie Buckner's out there spying on us, and he's even talking about seeing some stuff that we're certainly not. So, it's always good here to have 2 voices here on Sunday. I'm glad Todd will hopefully be back with us next week. Is certainly missing my partner this afternoon, but hey, let's race it up here off of 4. Casey Brunson leads over that number 07 of Davin Cardwell. Where did Bryson Dafford go? I thought he was going to be up there mixing up with these guys. Bryson has fallen back to 4th. It's that young, young lion, young talent, everyone I call him. A young guy with a whole lot of talent. That black number 46, Ryan Underwood, running up in that 3rd spot and doing one hell of a job. A young guy trying to find his niche with some of the best, and I think he has cemented himself as one of the best here on the dirt that iRacing has to offer. 46 car looking great this afternoon as we go back under the yellow flag. 4th trip under the Hard Motorsports yellow flag with 27 laps now going on the board. I'm going to let Jack go back and take a look at the replay. It looks like Cliff Driscoll and Jason Renard, 17. I believe they were both kind of involved. So there's the story of our 4th Hard Motorsports yellow flag this afternoon. Yellow Flags, as usual, brought to you by jmaxstrong.com. We're live on your source for esports racing. Stay with us. We'll come back live when we go racing. We'll be here to break back in. All right, get ready to go back to the restart. I see our buddy, the king, or the flying Pina, as he was called once upon a time, Leo Pina, Stars Donations Gang. Thank you, Leo, for the donation. I think I saw Tubbs throwing in there earlier. Thank you to Tubbs, guys. Stars Donations help us out in a big way. Stephen Calamota out there watching. Hello, Stephen. Hope all is well, partner. As we go back under the iRacingIFlag.com green flag, now putting 30 laps on the scoreboard, 24 laps to go as we got 54 on the mind this afternoon with Super Bowl 54 kicking off this evening. What a way to start off the afternoon with some racing here on your source for esports racing is Casey Brunson. Lead the field this time off turn number 2, Davin Cardwell for 3rd. Brian Underwood, Virgil Graham is everybody there. Single file restart that time, and everybody's got singled out real quick and trying to look for grip. And good run for Virgil Graham now up into the top 4 as we slow it back down once again. As that race in the 42 and the 3 was getting good, we slow it down. Yellow flag number 5. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Team Hard Motorsports yellow number 5. 32 laps in. Jack going to be busy here. He's been busy this afternoon working on that new PC and working it in a big way. And loading all the buttons is how this new setup all going to set him for. So let's see. Yellow on the Speedway. Let's take a look at the instant replay and find maybe a story of what could have possibly happened. Darren Litterall was definitely off track. Definitely saw that. What I don't know if we've got, I saw Jim Emery and Cliff Driscoll slow. That's what I did see. If they were involved in the incident, I do not know, but I do know Darren Little went off track, and I think that started the fun. Now, I believe that's going to be the issue right there. So yellow on the Speedway, 32 laps in. We're getting down to 20 to go. Been a rough one this afternoon on the Full Velocity Racing Network. What do you say? Maybe under green. It's February, got a new budget. Let's page Dr. Green. Let's get some green flag racing in. Let's see if he can't bring the elixir for the yellow fever, and we'll come back and make the call for the restart live on your source for esports racing. Don't go far. We'll come back as we go racing. All right, well, we're going back for a restart. Quick one. My drink is empty, so if anybody can hear me in the house, hey, bring me something to drink, because we've been doing a little bit of yellow hopping here this afternoon. Now, 35 laps will go onto the scoreboard as we return to the iRacingIFlag.com green flag. It goes back in the air. Let's get all the net code out of here this afternoon. Don't like net code. That's never a great thing. Brunson, Cardwell, Underwood, James, Virgil, Graham in the top 5. Bryson Dafford. That would have been my pick to win a little while ago. He's back there in 6th. Alex Smolder's gaining points this afternoon, running in 7th. Drew Hopkins, Blake Brown, is they are racing back there from 8th, 9th, and 10th, and there's some stuff happening, and we're slowing it back down again. So you know what? Under our, 6th yellow flag of the afternoon, 37 laps in. We're averaging 6 laps here for precaution. It's equivalent to about 3 or 4 under green. That's a lot of yellow this afternoon, guys. Let's get it together. I'm going to let Jack show the replay. I'm going to grab a drink of water. I think that's a good idea. We'll come back to it and give you all the way to the finish with the call on your source for esports racing. All right, it's time to take the mute button off. Let's go back to it as we got Davin Cardwell going the end of the longest line there. So he may have been involved with that most recent contact, as Jack was showing you. He went off the track. Yes. Right in front of Weaver. Well, that sounds like a Cardwell thing to do. Is Davin throwing some stuff out there this afternoon? Let's go back under the green flag here. I thought we were going there this time. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. A little overzealous. The lights, I think, now go out. So let's set the grid in the top 10. Casey Brunson leading Virgil Graham, Shane James, Alex Smulders, and now Bryson Dafford in the top 5. Ryan Underwood running in 6th. Blake Brown 7th. Drew Hopkins in 8th. Jordan Casey's rebounded back up to 9th. And Brad Dyer having a really solid afternoon. The 56 car into the top 10 as we roll to it 3 and 4. We're on the accelerator. Let's go back under the green flag this afternoon. Now lap number 42 on the board. So we're getting down about a dozen laps remaining, and this one kind of feels like overtime today. Just kind of does. I'll wait and see if maybe not. Well, I'm going to hope I'm wrong, but I sometimes call these things as I see them, and usually call them right most of the time. So we'll see. Hopefully my wife don't hear me say that, because we don't want to split that argument this afternoon. Brunson leading Virgil Graham. Race going on back here between Smollers on 21. I believe that was a 3-car, a Shane James. That was just almost having an off-track excursion. Everybody's kind of stuck up high in the top 5. Who's a black car down low? That's Bryson Dafford. He's trying to make it happen. Or is that Ryan Underwood? So 46 car running down on the low side. They're doing a hell of a job over in 3 and 4. They were running low. The 18 car going to look there once again. That's good racing going on. Underwood versus Dafford. for spots inside the top 5, running out of time. 45 laps of 54 will be on the scoreboard. 10 laps remain, or even under 10. Here at the Lernerville Speedway, 4/10 mile, Lernerville, Pennsylvania. The only track in iRacing currently with no walls. And I love that. It's really great through the corners. They can't wall ride. Guys can't get that unfair advantage I think they get by doing what looks like an arcade sometimes. Yeah, you're going to run the cushion up high. I get that. Being an asphalt guy, I've learned that. You're going to rip the lip up there, run the cushion, do the best you can. But when you can wall ride and use that to your advantage, you gain speed, it looks like EA Sports-ish, and we're not a fan of that. Not at all. So we'll always call that. You guys don't like how my analysis of that, I apologize. That's just kind of how I feel about it all. You guys know I'm always going to shoot it straight with you. That's how I got the audience we do. We've always been authentic over the seasons. We've done Casey Brunson doing a great job. Ken, our buddy Casey, who we've seen races in a street stock. You know, now in the UMP he's done well. Now can he do it in a super late model? Well, he's got about 5 or 6 laps remaining to do so as we go back under the yellow flag. Yellow, yellow, yellow. I believe this will be number 7 this afternoon as we begin lap number 49. Team Hard Motorsports yellow flags have been busy. Also, Jack has been real busy with J-Max Strong, J-Max Journeys, Full Velocity Racing Network, instant replays. Looks like Justin Norwood got a wicked shot there in the 4 cars. That one checked up real quick. Yeah, it looks like they all stack up over in the corner. They were 3 and 4 deep. 4 car was slid up the hill and see the initial point of contact here. Oh boy, that's a ride. All right, well, I'm sorry about that. I had to go silent for a second. Son just walked in. He's come out of work. Was checking on him. Good to see him doing a little bit of work here, keeping himself kind of occupied. It's a long story we'll talk about one day for sure, but checking in with the child as he was coming home. And let's reset here as we're under 5 laps remaining now. And this one, is it going to stay in regulation? Is it not? And then the longest line penalty, I don't think it was David Caldwell the last one. I don't think they doled one out for this one, but that was a lot of racing going on off turn number 2. They stacked it up, and let's reset. I think we're going to go green here with it next time by. At least one more trip around. Casey Brunson leads. Virgil Graham. Alex Smolders. That's a guy right there. As I'll take it all look-see real quick. At our Trash Panda Graphics top 5 point standings as they sent me here this afternoon is see if Phil can't get his screens all to work. Blake Majulis came in this afternoon as a points leader, 397. Blake not here this afternoon. Alex Smolders came in 361. So how many points can he make up with a non-appearance for the 127 car? Third of the standings, Drew Hopkins. He started 20th this afternoon. He's got 343 points on the season. He is now currently running in that 11th position. We got Austin Friedman not here. Cliff Driscoll, 5th of the standings as well. He's out there running this afternoon with Team 3D 63. Let's go back to some green flag racing. Potentially green-white checker to finish it. Brunson versus Smolders. They'll race over in turn number 3 and 4. Can Brunson hold on? He's got that car high, wide, and handsome off the 4th turn as we got the white flag on the speedway. One more trip around. And our race leader off of turn number 2, the Casey Brunson, number 10. Here comes Shane James of Team Fridays, number 3. We'll sling some down to turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Picking up the win this afternoon here in the Super Bowl Shootout 54 is Casey Brunson. He makes the big win here at the Lernerville Speedway. Alex Smolders will finish up second by 1.4 seconds. Shane James grabbing 3rd. Ryan Underwood 4th. Drew Hopkins with a top 5. 6th for Justin Norwood. 7th for Barrett Bishop. 8th Brad Dyer. 9th Davin Cardwell. And 10th goes to Darren Litteral, I believe, aboard car number 68. 11th will be Cliff Driscoll. Jaron Hazen will finish 12th. Tyson Pancal 13th. Jordan Casey. Blake Bailey running out our top 15 with 16th going to Bryson Daffern. A weird afternoon. I thought he was going to do better. I think he did as well. Jay Place will finish up 17th. 18th for Jimmy Emery. Virgil Graham 19th. Howard Weaver for 20th. Kelvin Herring. Jason Bernard. I believe we got Casey McAllister and that's just Calvin Herring back. They're all 24. 24 drivers here this afternoon. Casey Brunson taking down the big win We'll talk to him and the rest of the top three next on the post-race show. Brought to you by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. We hope you'll join us. Give us about 15 or 20 seconds. They start coming in, and we'll get to it live on your source for esports racing. All right, back here live at the Lernerville Speedway post-race show for the UDRA, brought to you by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. You need a simple web hosting site. How about VPS server? Or how about going big time with a dedicated server? Why the heck not? Well, look no further than our friends over at BladeNode.com. Use promo code BLADE10. Get 10% off your first subscription over there. Once again, check that out at BladeNode.com. As we move to the post-race show, Casey Brunson is today's big winner over Alex Smolders in a third-place run for a guy. It feels like it's been a while since we talked to the driver of a Team Fridays car number 3, Shane James, a third-place run. Shane, good run. You had to start sixth. You had to go to the back. You ran up front a little bit. A track that was really weird and a lot of pesky yellow flags afternoon, buddy. Tell us about the run. Your race car seemed good. Just not a whole lot of time, it felt like, to get into a rhythm.
No, it was kind of, I don't know. I was kind of just biding my time there, and there for a while. I don't know. It was probably like 20 to go. I thought maybe the bottom. I kind of poked my nose up there for a second. Then it went away pretty quick, so I moved back up and just waiting for somebody to make a mistake and maybe get in the top 3 or even win. But end up a top 3. It's the best I've ran all year, so we'll take it.
I was going to say, it's been a little while since we've seen that number 3 car up in the front of the field. It's good to see you hopefully getting your stride back. I mean, I know you race a lot. We're all over the place as well. So for guys like myself, who usually keep up with guys like you and see what you're up to, what's been going on? Where you been racing at? How's it been going? I mean, let's catch up a little bit.
Well, honestly, I haven't been doing a whole lot of league. This is the only league I help run this league, so it's basically the only one I've been running. But kind of just taking some time off, racing here and there, and sometimes you gotta step away. You can get burned out on this stuff, but I always run the Sunday race. I think it's a good time slot for us, and a lot of drivers seem to enjoy it. I think we just need to clean it up, if we do another league on a Sunday.
That's exactly right. One day a week, and I'll say with all the racing starting to commence, as dirt car gets busy down Florida, Volusia, and the entire racing world, it seems like, comes to life in February. Does that fire still burn? That itch come back to do a little more racing here over the next couple of months?
Yeah, it really does. When the real racing kicks in, everybody gets, excited, and actually everybody starts going and watching races themselves. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool, and I just hope our racing keeps working on the dirt to maybe get the racing better, because it seems like it's always going one lane by the end of the race. But other than that, it's pretty awesome to race on here online, and I guess we'll see you next week.
Absolutely right. It's one of the good ones here. Why I catch up with them. Shane James, buddy here. I know a lot of great people and sponsors on the side of that race car. So it's been a while. I may have to blow some of the dust off. Give those guys a good shout to help you get this team out there.
Yeah, thanks to my team, HRE Motorsports, all my teammates, Team Friday, Dirt All Access, iRacing, iFlag. You guys with Full Velocity. You're probably the best around, I think. So thanks to you guys, and thanks to all the drivers coming out and supporting us, and we got 2 more weeks to go, and hopefully we have a good points finish.
Absolutely right. Well, good luck, my brother. Keep digging Shane James this afternoon with car number 3. Finishes up P3, and I was going to talk to guys that we've caught up with a lot over the years, see what they've been up to. He's doing good. Another guy we've talked to a lot here recently, it's going to be an opposite conversation, is the driver of that number 211. That is Alex Smolders. Alex coming in this afternoon. I believe it's about 3 or 4 consecutive second-place runs for you. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride, Alex. It feels good to finish second, but, God, you got to be feeling, when's my win coming?
Yeah, for sure. I thought this week was going to be my big break with Blake Machuels not being here, but I guess not. I had a tough go towards the beginning of the night.
I'll tell you what, you started 12th this afternoon. You had to, avoid some carnage. I mean, let's face it, they were slowed by a lot of yellows here. I think this has been the most yellows we've seen here all season long with UDRA. I'll tell you what, you had to go through that. The car was solid. how did the racetrack never really come in? Did it come in, it was really high? I think we were expecting the low side to come in. That just didn't happen now, did it?
No, they reworked the track there before the warm up, and I'm never good on really the hammer down type racetrack. I kind of like being a little bit of throttle control and got to be a little bit cautious there.
We got 2 weeks remaining. Majulis wasn't here this week, so you're going to gain a little bit of points on him this week. Gauge your chances these next 2 weeks so that we know the racetrack's the same. We're not going to be in a different surface figure out. Conditions may be different, but what's the outlook like? You've been hot these last couple of weeks. Are we going to see you maybe steal this championship away from Mr. Majulis?
I'm not sure. I think I got a pretty good chance if he misses again next week. Definitely, I'm feeling pretty confident.
I'm going to tell you what, Alex, you've been classy all through this. I'm rooting for you, dude, to get to victory lane. Park this sucker here the next 2 weeks. I'm certain you will. I have a good feeling you will. But before we do that in the winner's circle, let me give you the mic here one more time to let you thank all the great sponsors and teammates in your race team behind you.
Like I've been saying, really no one in the late models. It's
Yet.
Tough doing it. No, but I got a few people in the sprints that I appreciate and everything. But late models, it's all mostly me.
I'm going to tell you what, this guy here, he's shown a really good shoe in this series, looking for some super late model sponsorship. So contact Alex Mozart. Maybe I'm going to send a guy like Jeff Brown your way. This guy's a good shoe. Alex Mozart, ladies and gentlemen, our second place finisher this afternoon, I should say, at the Lernerville Speedway. We'll let Alex go. And
thanks, guys, for putting this on and everything.
You got it, man. A lot of fun to do. This guy's a classy dude, and love seeing the talent he's got behind the wheel. That win is going to come. We'll let him go, and we'll walk further down here to BladeNode.com victory lane, as I don't want to move the whole channel.
User was moved to
there we go. We're down here, the winner's circle, BladeNode.com victory lane, and my old buddy, the self-proclaimed my favorite driver in all dirt racing, Casey Brunson, back in victory lane. Casey, you were hot in January. We clicked the counter over. You come out here, super late model win at UDRA? Are you kidding me, dude? This is going to be feeling awesome.
Yeah, it feels pretty good. I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing in these cars, to be honest with you, but it's just tonight just put it on the top and hope you don't fall off of it.
I tell you what, you did it here this afternoon. You let it straddle up high. There was no walls to catch you. Let's face it. Real men can race when there's no walls. You guys can do this. I got faith in y'all. I tell you what, for all the laps you put in, not the most of these cars, how much of this racing this afternoon with all the start and stop of the yellow flags, and did that play to your favor? Because, let's face it, the more laps we log in, the more chance we have making a mistake.
If it was green, I would have been happy with that. And restarts and starts, everybody gets back close to you together, and they can just take advantage of you, but I was able to hold off there.
That's correct answer. Casey Brunson backs down from no driver. This guy right here. I'll tell you what, how soon do you start racing a real car again? You got a lot. You're busy all year with that thing. When do we expect you to see you back on maybe like IMCA TV again? That was kind of cool. When do you go racing the real car?
Hopefully next weekend, but we ain't got the transmission back from the trans guy, so it's probably going to be about 3 weeks from now.
Well, that stinks. Well, over the next couple of weeks, if the car is not done, we'll hope to see you butt out here racing this case. That was a good interview, my good buddy, my favorite. Let me give you the mic one more time. The big winner at UDRA. I can't believe it. I'm so proud of you, dude. Take the mic from me. Give the boys a big shout out. This is awesome.
I like to thank UDRA putting these races on, y'all for broadcasting, and all the guys at Wilford Motorsports and JB Designs.
That's right. He's a guy, very humble, quick interview. This guy's got a big, loud, heavy right foot. Casey Brunson, today's big winner. That's right. Big right foot. I said it. This guy is awesome. Casey Brunson, today's big winner at the Lernerville Speedway. That'll do it for us this afternoon. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We certainly did as well. Going to thank, of course, our great sponsors here once again. Got to thank Team Har Motorsports, iRacingIFlag.com, Voiles Trucking, JMax Journeys. Check them out at jmaxstrong.com. Also, thank you to BladeNode.com, South Texas Speedway. They sponsor our track facts. Of course, also going to thank Charlie Milner Media and Designs. Also, of course, going to thank Sheffield Graphics. Mike Sheffield coming on board as our official onboard sponsor. Trash Panda Graphics, 3D Racing, the Pit Pass by Katie Dugas, JP Designs, the Cyber Thunder Racing League, iRacing Dirt Painters, and the TDR Racing League. None of this possible without all those guys as well. And thanks to all of you, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, wherever you may be, We love the love. We love all you guys. We'll see you back here, maybe even this early as this evening. DWRL's on the schedule. We're hoping to be there. We'll hope you'll catch us there as well on your source for esports racing. Good afternoon, everybody. Have a good day.
Hey.